I'm going to try to get through this episode with this shirt that you're wearing.
We'll be good.
All right.
Woo!
Welcome back to another episode of the Know Nothing Show.
Happy late Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy late
Had
Thanksgiving.
a Thanksgiving situation planned, didn't work out.
I know.
That's fine.
I know. I apologize.
But we drank a lot of beer, and we're back drinking more beer,
And
which I'm excited about.
And you know what? Despite all of that, still so much to be thankful for. And that's
thankful for beer.
what it's all about.
Today's is a Guinness.
It's very good. This is the one that comes like 4 to a, yeah. And they have a coffee version of this, which is also really good.
Yeah, that's the one I wanted. Couldn't find that guy.
So I'm going to be honest.
It's that time of year. This is very good.
Look, it's smooth. It's delicious. Like I said,
not
it's my
heavy.
go-to. It's not heavy.
It's not heavy like original Guinness.
Perfect for this time of year.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, this is a 9 out of 10. This is it for me. I mean, you can't really
It's so good.
go wrong. You pick this up, you know it's going to be good, and that consistency to me is worth a lot of points. And so it's high for me. It's high.
Guinness is one of the first beers I ever had in my life. I'm not going off on
Really?
that tangent. Yeah, I'm pretty
Holy
sure.
cow, that's a tough one to be your
I'm
first beer.
I don't know that it was my first beer, but it's. I remember it being one of the first beers I drank. This is a film show. This is a 9 out of 10.
You agree?
This is a 9 out of 10. This is really good.
This is so good. Yeah. All right, sir. What's first
So
on
it's
the
been
docket?
a minute. We're a little late on this guy, and that's
Yeah.
okay because again, things happened. I took a trip.
Yep.
You got sick.
Yeah. Life was just nuts.
So it's been a crazy couple weeks, but we finally got to Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Not
man.
opening weekend, which was a bummer. We love to do
Yeah.
that stuff opening weekend, so I had to go about a week later.
I'm gonna go on a little tangent.
Okay.
While we're on that note,
Of
'cause
opening weekend?
we did not go opening weekend, right? And we saw it separately.
Yeah.
Okay. I went to the movie theaters. I went to the movie theater the next weekend. It is totally different. I don't know.
Better?
I don't know. It's way worse. Way worse when you go to a movie that's not on opening weekend. And I haven't been to a movie not on opening
A
weekend.
big movie, yeah.
Yeah, especially a big movie. But even like any movie that I have seen is usually opening weekend at a movie theater. The crowd is awful.
Yeah.
The people are
Yeah.
the worst.
1,000%.
Because everybody there thinks it's their living room.
Yeah.
And we have people talking,
got a
people
story on that
sneezing and coughing. And I'm like, hey, where do you think you are, guys?
Yeah.
This is not your house. This is a movie
The
theater.
respect, though, on opening night,
It's totally.
it's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, the respect is so high because everybody is there for one reason only.
Yeah.
And it's to watch, pay attention, soak it all in. And the following weekend is just people that are just finding something to do.
Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah.
So you went on a Friday or Saturday, so your theater was busy?
No, I don't remember. Maybe a Sunday.
Okay.
Maybe.
Was
but
your
it
theater busy?
was. Yeah, it
Okay.
was. It was busy. It was like 75%
And
full.
I went on a Wednesday morning
Ooh,
at 11.
That's like nobody
and
there.
there was nobody in there.
Oh,
There
yeah.
was 10 or 12 people in a gigantic theater.
Oh.
So it's pretty scattered out.
All
But
right.
I'm lucky enough that I'm off during the week.
Yeah.
So that's when I'm going to movies.
Look, listen.
Well, I'm always the one that's going to talk trash about Marvel. So we'll see.
Yeah, I know, but listen, I went in actually pretty psyched about this movie. I honestly had high hopes. The trailer to me was so good. The quality looked the highest that it can possibly be.
Yeah.
So I was really excited about going to see this movie. This movie is, to me, barely good.
Okay.
It is so close to being not good
Okay.
that I was nervous the whole time that
Because
we
you're
were
waiting
gonna,
for it to fall off?
Exactly. I
Okay.
was waiting for it to fall off the cliff of good. And I got really upset that this movie did not know what it was about. And that was my biggest gripe with it. Was Black Panther, and we see 10 minutes of Black Panther in this movie.
Oh yeah,
You know, and so I'm like, and that's and it's called Wakanda Forever. I get it, but you could have made a movie called Wakanda.
Yep.
Because it's about Wakanda, right? And then
that's fine.
And then people understand what they're going to go see, but everyone thinks they're gonna go watch a Black Panther movie, and they're not.
Yeah.
They're going to watch a movie about how Wakanda comes together during tragedies and how they overcome these obstacles, which again is cool. Except we also have this side story of Shuri trying to find herself. Then we have the side story of them finding the scientist, right, which ends up being the 16-year-old girl from MIT. What's her name? I don't know. And then we have the story. It is, yeah, that's all I know.
Yeah.
Hey, my wife was there. She was like, "This is totally an Iron Man ripoff." And I was like, "I know."
Yeah,
but
you're like,
it's
hold
like,
on.
It's I know, but that's yeah. Like you just chill, okay? Just chill. And she hated that. She hated
a lot
it
of
so
people
much.
did, but again,
Well, but then you also have the story of damn it, what's his name?
Namor.
Namor. Namor. No love, Namor.
Namor.
And you have that storyline, right? Of how he wants to take over the world. He wants to kill all the land people. There's so many things going on in this movie that we never actually get a deep dive into any one thing. And this movie never picks a path.
Yeah.
And I get very frustrated when movies don't know what they're about.
Okay.
Because just pick one. I don't care what it's about. If your movie is about overcoming grief, that's fine. But there's some things that happen in this movie where I'm like, come on. Like that's just not. It's just like I don't know why you would kill the queen of Wakanda.
Yeah, that I didn't understand either.
I don't know why you would do that to push Shuri over the edge to becoming the Black Panther.
Yes,
you could have done that 1,000 ways.
That's exactly why.
You could have done that 1,000 ways.
That's exactly why.
All you had to do was like trap all the people.
Yeah.
Right. For like Namor just needs to come and take over Wakanda.
Yeah.
And in order to get it back, you just have to have Shuri become the Black Panther.
Yeah.
Like it's so simple to do. You don't need to kill off her mother.
I know,
and her
what
brother.
the heck? I hated that.
Yeah, I know.
I hate that.
So again, the movie just didn't know what it wanted to be.
Yeah.
Was it about grief? Is it about revenge? I like the Shuri storyline though. I like the idea that she's like,
that was the best.
They just needed to follow that.
The best.
They just because I love that she sees Ironmonger in
Killmonger. Yes.
Ironheart.
That was
Killmonger.
I know.
Yeah.
That, and I'll jump in real quick. That was my favorite scene by far.
Yeah,
because I had no idea who was gonna be.
Yeah, but it's more.
I had no idea who was gonna be.
It was the most character development in that movie.
Yeah,
though.
because you're like, why? Why would you, of all the people?
Right, and it's because her heart was filled with such rage,
and
that's who she sees.
Which is kind of a bummer because it was a short scene. Was my favorite scene in the movie.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I love Michael B, so that was a big factor. But when they pan the camera around to show the throne and he's on it, I was like, dang. I hope they bring him back. Like I want to see more of him because he was so great.
Fight.
But yeah, just real quick. That was my favorite scene.
Well,
by far.
That's all I really have to say. I mean, this movie to me is like seriously, it's like a 60% because it's like a 6 out of 10. It's so close to being just not a good movie.
Which I get, and it's tough for me. It was very long.
It
was a very long movie
because they're doing so much, right?
Yeah,
But
it started great. I loved the opening. I loved the funeral.
Yep.
I loved that the way a real person died. Okay, a character wasn't killed off a series.
True.
An actual man lost his life to a real disease.
Yes.
And I like that they were able to weave that in and be like, he has an illness. I don't like that Shuri wasn't there when he died.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
because she was
trying to save him.
Yeah.
But that is the main idea of this movie. It's Shuri's story. It's her darkness, and I loved all of that. I was all on board for all of that. Marvel's, I just don't think are very good at that heart-wrenching darkness and the pain and the serious suffering that a character like that goes through.
Yeah.
And I did feel it. I felt bad for her. She is going through all these things. But I didn't feel like a darkness until that scene when Killmonger shows up. That's when because I'm like, whoa, okay,
Yeah.
all right, this might be, and then she kind of goes back, and then it's like the darkness is immediately gone, and then it doesn't have that same effect.
Yeah.
Namor was really cool. I really did like him. I wasn't buying that Shuri was able to beat him. This guy's been the protector of his people for hundreds of years. I don't remember the exact timeline. And she comes in and just, like, to me, no. Like, you're not doing it. I know she now has her own powers and abilities. But, like, this guy is top of his game. This guy's serious business. And to me, it just wasn't convincing that she was able to beat him. Yeah. There were a lot of great moments scattered throughout the movie. The movie itself wasn't great from beginning to end. Mm-hmm. The opening was really good. It lulls. They go on this. Another really great moment happens in her vision. I did like the fight at the end on the beach. Yeah, with the people, I like it too. The Avatar people, which nobody thought.
Can I say though?
Come on.
But it is cool that they're blue outside of water, and then their normal skin color.
Masks,
in the water. I think like it was like a cool touch, right?
Yeah.
Like,
and again, they do like a lot of good little things.
Yeah, the details are important. Yeah.
But there just wasn't enough good moments. And the movie was fine. I really liked this movie. I walked out, I was like, oh, cool, that was fun. I did enjoy the fight scenes at the end, but there just wasn't enough there to be like, wow, this is like a great superhero. This is a good Black Panther story for Wakanda and for Shuri and for the death of T'Challa, for that specific area.
Little
thing, This is a good sequel to what Black Panther was.
Yeah.
You know, I hate when the main character's not in there. Right. When they say this, and like you said, there's no Black Panther.
No, this movie has
so
not
why
have Black Panther in it.
Of a 2-hour 45-minute movie, you're gonna show 15 minutes of Black Panther.
Yeah,
I don't like that because that's what I want to see.
I just feel misled.
I like Shuri. And then after I got out, supposedly she doesn't even want to do this stuff anymore. She's like, I don't want to be Black Panther. I don't want to be a part of this anymore, which I had no idea. So once I found that out, I'm like, that kind of took away. And she was part of a bunch of not scandals, but she was a controversy. There you go. She
had some controversy.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm like, that kind of like took a little bit away. So like I walked out feeling good. And then when I found out that she was like, had some issues on set. She's like, I don't know if I really want to do this anymore.
Right.
Like my heart's not in this. I'm like, that kind of took me back a little bit. Yeah. Because a lot of the time these characters are really devoted. They're like, I love this. I'm excited. About it. Yeah. Blah blah blah. And that's how all the Marvel characters, everybody have been. And when I found that out, I was like, so she doesn't have that same passion and drive, which is fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
Go do great actress. Believe me, she can do any movie she wants. I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah.
But it kind of bummed me out a little bit.
I get that when the actual actor or actress doesn't want to actually be in the role, it does. When off screen they're kind of like, I could take it or leave it. You're like, really? Like, man, I want you to like want it the most out of anybody in the world, and that's why you got it because you wanted it the most. So I get that. And again, I think there's a lot of good elements in the movie. It's just I wish that. It could have, been 2.5 hours. It could have been much more focused. Yeah. And that was my biggest issue with it. But, because again, I feel like sitting here with you and I'm listening to you and I'm like, I feel like we're writing a better movie as we're talking about it. And so it's not.
Or you're not, but writers or anything.
Yeah.
Pulling them like, wow. There's just those little things.
Yeah. But you made a good point, though, that the Marvel cannot get dark enough to, I think, be believable as a grief story.
Yeah.
So when you can't go that route, then you have to fill it in with all these other things. Mm-hmm. And that's probably exactly what happens, right? You have people who want to go there, but are not allowed to go there.
Yeah.
So, yes, we could probably say these are the things you could have done, but the writers are there literally like, we are not allowed to do this.
Which I get, but I personally love that. I love when a hero is so broken that they're like, this is it. I'm done. I cannot do this. And then when they return, that's like whoa, like you're a real hero.
Yeah.
We thought you were done. We thought you were just forever.
Right.
Forever. You can look at it like when Peter Parker's like, I'm not Spider-Man anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that moment, and then he went off. He's like, I'm not anymore.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa, wait, is this?
You're
really?
Like, hey.
And then they come back. You're like, whoa, like you are a true hero.
Yeah.
And she was broken in that moment, and that's why I loved it. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Why didn't I see my family? Why didn't I see the people that I loved? I'm like, whoa.
And the thing is,
Yeah,
like,
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
And then she like becomes the Black Panther, and it's like jolly, and they like shake hands, and I'm like,
you're like, what the
what?
hell?
I thought, not that I want to see them broken, but I believe for the character, it does have a serious meaning when they're like, hey, my brother, my mom, my people, my country, everything was taken, but I am still better than all of that.
And I think you could have easily told that story by making her Black Panther right away, and then her not wanting to get back into the suit to save her country. And so she's doing everything she possibly can before, without the suit, until she's once again forced to get into the suit. And again, like, that way you have Black Panther in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, it just bugs me.
And she was I did like her as Black
I like
Panther.
Letitia
I
Wright.
really did.
I really do.
I do.
Like
I
her.
think she's great.
I like her a lot. I think she did a phenomenal job. I'm not upset at her performance or how she portrayed Black Panther or sure. Like,
spoiler warning.
I know all the spoilers.
Yeah.
I'm not upset about any of that. Everything I am upset about in regards to Black Panther is storytelling.
And that's fine.
Because again, the graphics are phenomenal. Like, everything is great, right? What you expect
looks like a great movie.
Yeah, exactly. And it was well done. I enjoy. I mean, Angela Bassett's performance is like,
I know, but she wasn't in it long enough.
incredible.
I wanted to see more.
I know. Why kill her off?
I wanted to see more of her because she was doing so great.
When she's talking about why, what's her name, can't be the leader of the army. Dang, man. I remember all these names.
I know.
And then it's 2 weeks later, and then I can't remember crap.
I know.
Yes.
When she strips her of her title.
Oh, man. That was an amazing scene. Amazing.
Again, another great moment. Another great moment mixed in.
So good. Mm-hmm. And it's just, and again, I even liked her story, right? Like, hers, again, I don't remember her name, but her wanting to become, like, prove herself again, right? Mm-hmm. She was stripped of her title. Now I have to get back and prove myself.
Yeah.
I loved it. I love, but we don't need that storyline in this other storyline. Yeah. And so it's just, it's a mess. And that's why I didn't enjoy it. All right.
I'm giving it a 7.
A 7.
I gave it a 7.
All right.
That hasn't changed much. It probably honestly was higher. Okay. Once I got out and I watched my reviews and dug deep places I shouldn't.
Oh, then you were.
I'm like, man, I'm. And again, that shouldn't affect my score. But now I go back and replay things in my head, and I'm like, all right. So I'd say it's 7.
I was upset immediately when I got out of the movies. Yeah. And actually, I probably calmed down since then, which is why I would say it's a 6.
But that's not bad, man. There's a lot of shit movies out there.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not.
A 6. That's not bad.
Like, I would say it's a good movie. I would never say it's great, and I would never say it's bad. I would say it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
And that's all I can say about that.
And a lot of people will interpret that differently. Hey, how was it? It was a good movie. Oh, cool. I'll go watch it.
Nice. Yeah.
That's all we need.
I didn't say it was great. I didn't say it was excellent. Didn't say it was perfect. It was a good movie.
That's fine. I'm giving it a 7.
Yeah.
Go.
All right.
Let's keep the Marvel train rolling.
This is a fun one.
Marvel train
this
rolling.
Is a fun one. We saw Guardians of the Galaxy.
The holiday
special.
I'm Groot.
And it was fun. What do you expect out of these?
Yeah, is it
movies?
a movie? Is it a long episode of a
short.
show? Is it a short?
It's a holiday
is it a mini
short
film.
Yeah, it's a little short film.
Okay.
Not much to really discuss here. I'll let you go first on this one. I want to know what you thought of the holiday special. Have you seen other holiday specials before?
I don't know. Not that I'm aware of.
No, you haven't seen no. All right. I just didn't know.
I mean,
Star Wars holiday
Peanuts
specials.
holiday specials.
Sure.
Those count.
Sure.
Those are great.
Yeah.
So I know they announced this long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Finally got to it. So I watched it last night. It's 40 minutes.
Yeah.
5 minutes of credits. So it's real quick.
Very short.
I love the cameo, I guess. The guest star, special guest star of
Kevin Bacon.
Mr. Kevin Bacon. I definitely thought I didn't know what it was. I know there were trailers and stuff. I had no idea what the plan was. I thought they were like all gonna get on a ship and go on a mission or something together.
Oh.
So I was super bummed out. It was really only
Mantis, it was
Mantis and Drax.
Yeah.
The whole time. Like Quill is barely in it.
No, yeah. Yeah.
I totally forgot Gamora's not alive.
Yeah.
I was like, where? And they say it in the thing. They say it early on in the episode. But I'm like, where's Gamora? Like,
So
I was like, oh. And then they said it. I was like, ooh. She's dead.
Quick story on that, real quick, is I was already watching it, and then my wife comes in, and then my 4-year-old comes in, and they're just kind of like watching it here and there, and then my wife goes, "Where's Gamora? Like, I don't understand why she's not in here."
Yeah.
And then before I can say a word, my 4-year-old goes, "Gamora's dead. Thanos threw her off the cliff." And I just like, what? Like, why do you, that's the thing? Like, do you have that somewhere in your memory?
Yeah.
He just pulled it out of nowhere. I was like, oh, I am impressed. He
That's
was just
also,
like, holy cow.
Yeah, that's
all right.
I'm glad he's paying attention to the
maybe
story.
Maybe we see these movies too much.
He's up on
He
current
knows.
events. That's
He
good.
knows. I was impressed.
But she is dead.
She is dead because Thanos did kill her.
Yes.
Yes.
But it was fine. It was funny. There were some good jokes. I loved the holiday. I loved the lights. I loved all the singing and the dancing. But I wanted to see more of the Guardians. Mm-hmm. I thought it was going to be like 40 minutes of like them doing like a wild adventure.
Yeah.
Like running into Santa, or like they're like in the ship and Santa's like on his sleigh with his reindeer, and they're like,
what's happening?
Like, what's going on?
Gotcha.
But it was. I mean, it was fun enough. Like it was. I didn't mind it at all. Kevin Bacon was cool. I just wanted to see more of them.
Yeah.
Again, we didn't see Rocket at all.
Yeah.
Like at all.
One scene.
Like Groot, like barely at all.
When
at
he
all.
hits Bucky's arm.
Yeah. Like again, that was a great moment. Like that was super cool. But we saw these characters, like Nebula. Barely saw Nebula at the very end.
Yeah.
So I was just bummed I didn't get to see everybody.
And especially together.
Yeah, you do see them. They're just, I thought, in my mind, they were getting on a ship, like flying into the North Pole or something.
Right.
Like that type of thing.
Then that would
even Peter, like, really wasn't in it that much.
Beginning and end.
Beginning and end, and that was it. But again, it's so short.
Yeah.
It feels like they're there. But I didn't mind it. It was fine.
What did you think? So I agree with everything you're saying. I think that's exactly right. I knew based on the trailers that we were going to get a Mantis Drax heavy film, but the Kevin Bacon stuff is funny, especially with he's like in the box, and like Peter's walking up to it and it starts moving and he's like, what the? And I get like those little things are really, really funny. What did you think, though, of the Mantis telling Peter Quill, like, hey, I'm your sister?
So I don't remember Guardians 2 at all.
Oh, okay, with Ego?
I remember his dad.
Planet?
I remember his dad.
Yeah.
And his mother was human.
Yes.
So now I just don't know how it... And I know they came out and said this is in the chronological time... Not chronological.
Canon.
But yes.
Yeah.
It's part of what is currently going on. So I guess that's... cool. Again, it'll be cool if it leads to something. If they just say it now and then it never comes up again, I'm like, well, why did you do that?
I don't think that's what I was gonna say.
If they like in Guardians 3, if they like do a flashback or something and they had like this memory together and Peter's like, that was you or something, like I remember that.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I remember that too, and they have like this connection or something. It's gonna be really cool. But don't just say it and then not. And I'm sure they will. I don't think they would have said it if they weren't planning on doing something.
I don't know. I feel like
it's cool.
I feel like nothing is gonna come of it at all.
Yeah.
I feel like they like this movie was to say it, and then they're just like they're not gonna address it regarding anything anymore.
If it's beneficial, then cool. If you just said it just to say it, then
I think they did.
Yeah, which is.
I think they said it to be like, oh yeah, that was said in that short.
Or they can just save it and do something.
Yeah,
later,
they can,
if they want.
They can put it in the bucket and pull it out when they need it.
I think Guardians is coming to an end after 3. I can't imagine they'll do a 4th, but
I don't think they will. I think
wrap it up.
James Gunn's gonna be busy.
James Gunn's got a
lot on his plate now.
I don't know how the film industry works.
Me either.
I really don't. So in my
it's a good thing we have this show.
Yeah. That's why we call this show, so I want to preference that again. But in sports, when you trade a coat, well, not trade a coat, when you trade a player,
sure,
and they go play for another team. They don't come back and continue to play for that team.
Like practice
Like,
with the other
shit,
team.
guys. Yeah, I'll go I'll still go do warm-ups and
Let's go
drills
do
with
drills,
you guys.
yeah.
And I know I know the sports world and the film world are completely different.
Sure.
But in my mind, sorry, find someone else to do it.
Like he's playing.
And I know
he's playing for another team now.
Yeah,
so what
like
are you
he's
gonna do?
or-
He's not playing for
Or
another
okay,
team.
so
No.
so let's let's say a coach. Oh, I gotta go coach 3 more games with these guys. So, no, you're not the coach there anymore.
Okay.
You don't get to tell them what to do.
Okay.
I know there's a contract or there's a something he has to whatever. That's fine. I'm so against that because they're not your team anymore. There's somebody else's thing. I know, but I already wrote the playbook, guys. The playbook's already done. Don't care. Find someone else to do it.
But to me, it is more like you have a captain of a team, and then they go to be a coach of another team. Like, it doesn't even feel like it's not like a player on this team goes and becomes a player of another team.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's definitely promotion.
Right. So it's like,
Definitely
he's a player, and now he's
Yeah.
a coach, and now you want the coach to go back to being a player.
Yeah.
And he's like, but I'm a coach now. Like, I can't.
That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I know.
I don't
Listen,
know.
everything
I
was
don't
good.
know.
We
Yeah.
had a great game. Everything was
Yeah.
awesome. I gotta go do this now. Like,
Yeah. I don't know how
there's
it works.
1,000. Neither do I. I don't know what's written in the contracts. I don't know what the obligations with the production companies are.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like, hey man,
But like,
just between me and you, yeah, I'll wrap it up for you guys.
maybe.
Whatever it is, I'm
Yeah.
just super against it.
But don't go.
Like, no, don't
James
do it.
Gunn,
You're
don't
not.
Go.
It's-
You don't
it's-
need to do that anymore. Don't
Really,
go.
really, I don't want to get into, I don't want to get into this.
The holiday special. Was,
Yeah, the holiday
it was
special was
fun.
good. It was.
I don't know. You know,
it was.
it wasn't great. It wasn't amazing.
It was fine.
It was.
It was a good
fine.
time. It was a good 30 minutes
It
of
was.
my evening.
Next thing we have up, I did not see, but you're going to touch on real
So
quick.
I'm gonna touch on a few things.
Just like rapid fire. Here's a couple of
100%
things.
rapid fire. Ticket
Yeah.
to Paradise. George Clooney, Julia Roberts.
Okay.
It was funny.
What was it?
I had a good time.
All right. It's on VOD now, so.
100% check it out.
All right.
The Menu. Anya Taylor
Oh,
Joy.
yeah.
She's fantastic.
Is
She's
the movie
fantastic.
good?
The movie's very, very good.
Oh, okay.
The thing that I guess threw me off is I was expecting it to be a little more horror-ish or a little bit more like bone-chilling. Suspenseful. And
It's
it
not?
wasn't. I was waiting for something more that never showed up, so that was my own fault.
Interesting. But
A
there was
little
blood?
bit of the trailer's fault because the trailer
I think-
made it look
I think it is the
like there was
trailer's
going to be
fault.
some savage little
Yeah.
killings here, and there just wasn't.
Yeah, for sure. The trailer makes it look
Yeah.
like things are going to go
Yeah,
down.
no, nothing
Oh,
goes
okay.
down. At
All right, all right.
Nothing goes down.
That's fine. Okay.
Meet Cute. It was
I
a Peacock
saw
movie.
It. Yeah.
Did you see it?
No. I saw.
Oh.
Like, I heard. Like, I saw.
Yeah,
the
that
trailer
was
for it.
interesting.
Because it's with people that I know.
Kaylee Kuko and Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Is it funny?
There's some funny stuff in it.
Yeah. Do you buy them as a couple in that movie?
It's very hard. So the movie's about time travel.
What?
Oh yeah. It's very hard because their relationship's different every scene.
Oh my god. Okay.
So there were some moments I'm like, wow, they're really cute together.
So they keep having meet cutes the whole movie? Is that the whole point of it?
Yes. So they go back and they relive the same day over and over, and she's trying to change the way the outcome of the date goes.
Oh.
I liked it.
Maybe I'll check it out.
I liked it.
Maybe
I
I'll
really
check it
did.
out.
And then the Banshees of Inisherin. Banshees of Inisherin.
Banshees of Inisherin.
Banshees of Inisherin. Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
That was great.
It was a great movie.
That was more blood in that than there was in the
Oh,
menu.
God.
For sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. A lot more like, oh, Jesus.
Dang.
Yeah.
But great.
But it was really, really,
great.
really good. Barry Kugler from Eternals.
Yes.
I'm bad, awful with
Wasn't he
names.
Joker?
And if it's not basic like third grade reading, I don't know how to read.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Joker.
The Joker,
He
yeah,
did a
and the
very
Batman.
good job. I really, really liked his character.
Really?
A lot. And the entire cast all Irish. No,
Oh.
Irish.
Irish? Ireland or Scotland?
Ireland.
Ireland.
I'm not doing that again.
Oh my god. What's the difference between
A lot of them were
the Irish and
from
the Scottish?
Dublin.
That didn't come out right at all.
I know, it's
Oh my
tough.
God.
I walked out of there like trying it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, no, not even gonna try.
Nice.
And then that's it. That's it.
All right.
That's it.
Rapid fire. Diego's rapid fire.
Yeah. But I got a few more.
appreciate
I'm going
it.
to go to Glass Onion today. We got a quick game.
One last thing we're doing.
Oh, my
for
God.
The day.
Just kidding.
No, we got. So the last thing we got is a game.
Basically, explain a movie plot badly.
Yes.
So I'll give you a sentence, a couple sentences, however long you made it.
Yeah.
You'll give some to me, and we'll try to figure out what the movie is based. And it's still true to the movie. It still happened.
Still about the movie.
But it's just a weird or odd description for the movie. And then we just have to try to figure out what that movie is.
Yeah. So I will say this. I think I made a really easy one
Okay.
and like 2 medium ones. I think I'm actually not sure if you've seen one of the movies that I put on here, but I'm
okay.
pretty sure you have.
And that's fine.
Okay.
Do you want me to go first?
I want you to go first.
Okay. This is hard.
Okay.
Okay.
I got it.
So I'll just give you the first one.
Okay.
An elderly man and a little girl savagely murder people while on a road trip together.
I have
Yes.
seen this movie.
Yes.
You're sure of it?
Yes.
Savagely murder?
Mm-hmm.
An elderly man and a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
And they savagely murder people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm going to get this one because I can't think of even like a man and a girl like plot, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't even think of.
And everybody at work that I gave it to, nobody got it either.
I can't think of it. I have no idea. I give up. What is
So
it?
should I tell you?
Yeah, tell me.
So it's Logan.
Oh, man.
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, it is pretty good.
Okay, you go. Or do you want me to give you all 3?
No. We'll go back and forth. We'll go back and forth. I'm gonna. Okay.
But was that good?
that
That
one?
was pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Okay.
Again, mine aren't that good. That's probably better than all 3 of them.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm nervous.
All right. A policeman with a time machine has his life turned upside down when he sees himself in the future breaking the law.
We're not doing clues or anything, right? That's our clue. Is
I
the
wish
description?
if we did, I wish I would have asked you.
A policeman in the future. He has a time
policeman
machine.
with a time machine.
Yeah, a policeman has a time machine.
He
and
has a time machine.
sometimes sees himself in the future. The Atom Project.
No, but that was cool. That was no.
That's my guess. Well,
You give up?
Oh,
You have any
no.
other ones? You could, just keep. You can go again if you'd like.
I don't know. I have no idea. The time machine's what messes me up.
You ready?
For sure, yeah.
It's Minority Report.
I haven't seen Minority Report in a long time. I have seen it.
You have seen it?
Yeah, but that was
my hard one.
years ago.
That was my hard one.
That's tough.
My other 2 are easy,
Okay.
or a medium and an easy one.
Okay. A hot college freshman joins an all-girls group to defeat an all-males group in a competition using only their mouths.
Pitch Perfect.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Woo!
Using only their mouths.
Right? Come on! So it's 2 o'clock in the morning. It just came to me.
Yeah, you're like, I got it.
That was a good one,
That was a
right?
good
That's
one,
pretty funny.
All right. You ready for
Yep.
mine? A man with his canine friend living on a mountain decide to break into people's homes and steal what they cherish most.
Is it the movie Dog?
It's not Dog.
With Channing Tatum
Nope, it's
from this
not
year?
Dog.
Did you see Chit Dog?
No, I did not.
Okay.
But it's not. That.
They don't break into people's homes
Yeah.
either.
A man and his dog live on a mountain and decide to break into people's homes and steal what they cherish most.
I feel like whatever they're stealing is not personal belongings. I feel like it's something internal.
It's more of yeah, I would say it is both physical and emotional.
I have no idea.
All right, you ready?
A man and his dog, they live on a mountain.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't know.
Would it help if I said a grumpy man?
I have no idea.
No?
I really
You
don't.
ready?
Yeah.
It's the Grinch.
Oh, see? That's why this game sucks. That's why, because it's perfectly plausible.
I thought you were getting
It's
that
so
one
much
like
fun.
immediately.
Oh, no. I didn't even think. I wasn't even thinking Christmas movies.
Oh,
Not
come
even.
on.
I was
Christmas
trying to go
time.
through different genres, couldn't do it. So this one you
Man.
might not get. This was
Okay.
the last one that I just
Okay.
came up with right now.
Okay.
When you got here.
Okay.
A bald-headed little boy has his football dreams crushed by a mean therapist.
Shut. What? Is that it?
Yeah.
A bald-headed
little boy
has
has his football dreams crushed by a mean therapist.
a bald-headed little boy?
Yeah.
How many movies do I watch with a bald-headed little? I've seen this movie.
I would think so.
A bald-headed little boy
Yeah, I would think you.
who wants to play football.
Yeah. Has his dreams crushed by a mean therapist.
I'm gonna say Charlie Brown.
Are you good? Are you good with that?
That's my
Yes, it's Charlie
Oh
Brown.
my gosh.
Right?
Yeah.
Come on!
He's the only bald little boy I know.
Yeah, that's a good one. And Lucy's a therapist.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good.
Okay, these are 3 solid. Took me like 14 hours to come up with. That's good.
Oh my
I
God.
deserve some credit
It
for
is
that.
good. Yeah, it's good.
The Pitch Perfect one's hilarious.
Yes. No, that's
The
good.
Logan one is true.
That's good.
And I love Charlie Brown. That's
That's good. No, you're right. You're right.
all right. That's all I got. Do you have one more?
I have one. No, I have one more. But this one I thought this is the one I didn't think you were gonna get. So I'm a little
Okay.
nervous now. But I'm gonna give you a hint.
I didn't get it. Terrible.
I'm
Terrible.
gonna give you a hint though.
Okay.
No, I don't think like I told you, I don't think I did it that well.
No, I'm
These are
saying
not-
I'm terrible.
But I don't think I did it well enough for you to guess them. Is what I'm saying. But I'm gonna give you a hint.
Okay.
Cat came up with this one.
That's my hint?
That's your hint.
Okay.
Okay. You gotta think.
Charlie
of
Brown?
Movie. Think of a movie Cat would come up with.
I
okay?
have no idea because I have no idea what even kind of movie she likes. Okay, let's go.
2 people who meet while they're trying to pee have a one-night stand that ends in pregnancy, marriage, and the blending of 2 cultures.
Crazy Rich Asians?
Dang, you're on the right track. But
Dang
it! Is there a one-night stand in Crazy Rich Asians?
I don't remember.
That's a good movie. I don't think
It's a great movie, and I don't
so
remember
good.
any of it.
It's so good. I'll give you another hint. It's a 90s movie.
Have I seen it?
I don't know. The other problem.
I was like going through my list. I got to make sure Sam's seen him because that's just not fair if I give him a movie he hasn't seen. It's not cool.
It's because it would shock me if you have it. It would shock me if you have not seen it. 2
Stepmom?
different cultures. No. I feel like you're losing it. You're losing
I don't know.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready for
Ready?
this one.
This one was hard. I'll give you that. Because
Okay.
if you don't have it in your forefront of your memory, like I do because my wife watches it all the time, it's a tough one.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Fools Rush In.
Oh, see, that would have been rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen Fools Rush In a while. I've seen it multiple times.
Yeah.
And I hear it. I'm like, oh yeah, easy.
Like that's what it's about. I'll be better next time.
That was tough.
I'll be better next time. I'll give you some good ones.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
It's so
It's
hard
tough,
to think
man.
of them. Especially, I told you yesterday. I'm like, yo, have these ready by tomorrow.
Actually, Kat came up with the Fools Rush In.
A Fools Rush In one. Okay.
She came up with that one.
Okay.
So I have to give
That
her
was
full
tough,
credit
but that
for
was a good one. That was a good description.
Yeah, it was a description of the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
sure.
And that's the point of.
But
this
again,
game.
I watch Fools Rush In once a year. Every year I watch.
I haven't seen Fools Rush In
I've
probably
seen it
a while.
13
If
times.
not, I've seen clips of it scattered throughout the past 6
Yeah,
years of my
yeah.
life.
I think Matthew Perry was also on my brain. So
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
also, you know,
Okay.
it's like all right.
Well, so you were 2 for 3. That's solid work.
I know, but you gave me
That's solid work. I'm an 0 for 3.
You definitely, you lobbed him up. I knocked him
Yeah.
out. So it's okay. I will get you.
I'm gonna
better
keep
ones.
these though, and I'm gonna ask people
You should.
because
Ask
that's
people.
funny.
You should. I wonder if anyone would get my Minority Report one.
My dad might.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's
Maybe.
probably seen that.
Mine were a little more obscure. I'll get you some easier,
Yeah,
more
yeah.
contemporary ones next
No. I mean that's part of the game.
time. All right.
You don't get to change the questions in Jeopardy, which we'll be playing Jeopardy very soon
Sometimes
here
they're hard. Sometimes they're not.
on the show.
Good.
So
Can't wait.
next up,
Next up is Avatar, I think.
we going to Avatar.
I would like to go to Avatar. We actually have not.
3 hours and 15 minutes.
I know, but
Just saying, it didn't
I
bother
know,
me.
I know.
It's
but
3 hours
it's
and
gonna be
15
tough.
minutes.
It's gonna be tough.
So going to a late night one might not be
we may not go to opening night.
yeah
Maybe
may
like
not
a
as possible.
Sunday.
Yeah,
or a-
Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, maybe something. We'll figure it
Yeah.
out. We'll figure it out.
So that's coming up. I'm
After
gonna watch a ton
Avatar,
more
we
stuff.
honestly have Christmas episode. Maybe
Yep.
that'll be the same episode. I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
But then after that, we have top 10.
Yep.
We're right around the corner.
I gotta start narrowing my.
We are
top 10
right
down,
around the corner.
because if I look back very briefly, I've easily seen over 65 movies this year.
So it's tough.
Yeah.
It's
So
tough.
it's gonna be real tough. But I also don't want to hear shit from anybody because none of you have seen 65 movies this year.
Yeah. How many of you see more than one movie a week?
Don't judge my list if you've seen 5 movies the entire year.
What? Black Panther's not on your top 10?
Yeah. So
How many movies did you see? 10?
don't
Like, okay.
give me that. No, maybe some people. But yeah, we'll come back Christmas holiday episode special. It's gonna be sweet.
The Know Nothing holiday special.
It's gonna be wild.
That's what we're
so
gonna
get ready for it.
That's all we got. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe.
TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Twitter's a scary place, so just TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah, be
for
gentle,
now.
guys.
Yeah. Goodness.
Be gentle. All right.
Later.